Today I'm going to introduce the skill of how to graph a coordinate plane. After this video, you should be able to identify the components of a coordinate plane and to locate plotted coordinates accurately. Building off our knowledge of ordered pairs, we are now looking at how to plot these sets of points onto a coordinate plane. To refresh our memories, let's remember that when we do have an ordered pair, there's an x value and a y value, written as such. Let's also remember that the x value always comes first. Now that we've established what our ordered pairs will look like, we must lay out our map or coordinate plane in order to plot our points correctly. As you see here, I've laid one out for you already. Our coordinate plane is centered around the origin, or as you can see here, around this little red dot in the middle. This has an ordered pair of 0, 0. This is the point where the x-axis, or the horizontal line, intersects with the y-axis, or the vertical line. As you notice, as we go to the right here, the numbers are positive. And as we go to the left over here on the x-axis, the numbers are negative. Similarly, when we go above the origin, the numbers on the y-axis are positive. And when we go below the origin along the y-axis, the numbers are negative. The coordinate plane is nicely divided into 4 equal parts, or quadrants. Here we have quadrant number 1. Over here we have quadrant number 2. Over here we have quadrant number 3. And finally, quadrant number 4. In quadrant 1, the x and the y values are both positive. In quadrant number 2, the x values are negative and the y values are positive. In quadrant number 3, both the x and the y values are negative. In quadrant number 4, the x values are positive and the y values are negative. Now that we understand what the x-axis and y-axis are and where they intersect, or more importantly the origin, we can now find or locate specific points on this coordinate plane. So, for all intensive purposes, let's all find point A. And we'll mark this nicely as point A. Now how should we go about this? Well, first we should start at the origin, and we should go along the x-axis first, because as we said before, the x-coordinate comes first. So we'll start from the origin. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4. And that is a positive 4. Now we'll go back to the origin and we'll climb along the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, and about 5. And so for our y coordinate, we will put in the number 5. Now, for the plotted point A, we know that the coordinate is 4 and 5. Now once again, let's try another example and let's see if we can find B. Well, let's see if we can find the coordinate points or the coordinates for point B. Once again, let's begin at the x-axis and go along the x-axis to the left. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, about 5. And so we know that our x-axis is going to be negative 5. Now let's take a look at our y-coordinate. Start at the origin and count down on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. There's going to be a negative 5 as well. And now, in this circumstance, do we notice that in quadrant 3 that the x value and the y value are both negative. Over here with point A, we're in quadrant 1 where the x value and the y value are both positive. Now let's let you do an example and see if you could do C and one more D. Please give me the coordinates and tell us what quadrant you're located in. Hopefully everyone has got, for point C, -6, 4, and for point D, 7, -6. Well, thank you for watching my video, and I hope this has solved some of your questions, and that in the future you will all be confident in figuring out how to find the points on a coordinate plane. Thank you.